Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ALFPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf. I've still got a rash. It is not nice. It's Thursday the 31st of October. It's bloody Halloween. It's Halloween, guys. Most of the time in my life, I love Halloween. It's one of my favourite times of the year. But having a 8-month-old at home, you can't really enjoy it that much. So that's all good. Not a big deal. Bateman's in the house. Good evening. Gw10 Ep4, yes. Happy Halloween to Useless. Useless, your mug got ordered today. So that is on its way to you. We've got a lot to get through tonight. We're going to have a focus on Haaland versus Salah, because this is the one, guys. This is the weekend. This is the one. This is where it gets really, really messy and funny and interesting. Because let's be real. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures. I'm going to just highlight something that I talked about last night real quick. And I think it's worth just doubling down on this evening. Man City, Bournemouth is 3 p.m. on Saturday. Liverpool, Brighton is 3 p.m. on Saturday. We are going to know instantly how this game week's going to go. I can't wait. I don't know if I should say this online or not, but I've got access to Peacock. So I have all the 3 p.m. kickoffs. I stream it from the US. I might get into trouble for that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But I can watch all the games, so I'm definitely going to buckle up for that. There's something called Goal Rush on Peacock. Let me show you it. Don't want to rub it in or anything. Goal Rush Peacock. So what happens is, look, this is it. On the right hand side here, you get all the games that are happening and the scores below. And then every time someone scores, it shows you the highlights. It's absolutely amazing. And it's just crazy that we don't have something like this in the UK. But I get why 3 p.m. kickoff is a thing as well. I understand it. But it just hurts a little that around the world you can get access to the Prem. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to be enjoying the 3 p.m. kickoffs on Saturday. We're doing a mug giveaway tonight. Of course we are. We've got a new mug that's just dropped today from Russell. I'll bring it up on screen real quick. Here it is. A Nightmare of a Game Week Halloween special dropped today. We're giving this away this evening. So let me just explain, and I'm sorry for the guys that always come in on the show that I've got to explain this again. If you go to my profile on X and you go to the top tweet or post, whatever you want to call it, repost this button here. If we get to, I'm going to say 25 tonight. Last night I said 30. If we didn't get there, I want to get there this evening. So we're going to do 25 reposts on X. So all you have to do is repost that stream that's pinned to my profile, and you'll be added to the live draw for winning the mug this evening. It is as simple as that. It's so simple. Let me just talk you through what's happening with me real quick. I have Haaland. I'm keeping Haaland. I think that's where I'm at with this. With this whole thing. I was dabbling with I've got three free transfers going into game week 10. I was dabbling with the Salah move. I'm not doing it. The show goes on. I'm keeping Haaland against Bournemouth. I'm going to captain him. I've got a little inkling to go with Cole Palmer against Man United. No offense, Geddy, but I just think Man United might be in a bit of a vulnerable position, and if Palmer slaps, I want to be a part of that. So that could be a kind of last minute move that I do before the deadline. And by the way, the deadline is Saturday, November the 11th. so make sure you lock that in on your alarms and all that good stuff. Where's everyone at? In the chat, what are you thinking? All right, what are you thinking? Did you sell Haaland? Do you have Salah? Who are you captaining? Those are the 3 bits of information that I am very interested in understanding. Have you sold Haaland? Do you have Salah? Who are you captaining? I've never had Mo Salah this season. I'm sticking to my strategy. I also keep saying this thing, right, where I've already got 2 of the 3. I already have Palmer, I already have Saka. If I was missing one of those 2, then I'd be making moves. But given that I have Palmer, Saka, Haaland, I feel like I'm in a pretty good situation going forward. I'm going to do a bit of a review on Fantasy Football Hub. They're not a sponsor. They're not a sponsor of mine. I pay for this. And look, every time... I'm just going to lay this out for you guys, all right? Every time I go to live, I have to import my team, right? I have to type in my name, search. All right, there I am. Cool. So I do that, and it takes me through to my team. Let me show you what happens when I go to like points prediction, for example, right? I'll do that, go there, scroll down a bit, go back to my team. I have to import my team again. Someone tell me what is going on with this. Tom, in the chat, you're an advocate, you're an ambassador for Fantasy Football Hub. Surely this is just basics. Like, why do I keep having to put my name in? It's really annoying me. Every minute I have to like open new tabs. Anyway, I'm not gonna ramble about a Fantasy Football Hub. Just something I've been noticing recently. So yeah, we're gonna cover the Haaland Salah chat today, big time. That is going to be a massive part of the show. Let's just make sure we're saying hi to everyone in the chat. Animations is here. JP Corn. Yes, JP. I've got your tweet on screen, mate. I love your work. If you guys aren't familiar with JP Corn, just go to your Twitter page, or whatever you want to call it. Type in JP Corn. This guy is an absolute legend. Look at this stuff that he's banging out. Is it Bruno time? Look at this poster. I want to frame it. I want it and I want to frame it. Onana back in my team. Frameable. Very frameable. I love it, man. Love your work. Great to have you here. I actually think that I'm going to nominate you for the FPL Juice Content Creator Fund. That's what I'm thinking at this point, JP. So look out for that. I love what you're doing, man. And like, not much. I don't want to be mean. This isn't me being mean. This engagement. This isn't like. You deserve way more love than this. I'm just saying. Like, I love your stuff, man. It's so good. And it's not just like, look at this stuff. Double impact. FPL ranks will fall. Double impact. Foden, Haaland. Haaland Sport. I mean, it's just banger after banger after banger. JP Corn, love what you do, man. Keep it up. Sparta's in the house. Yes, FPL Sparta. We said hi to Geddy. Animations is here. Cortex. Yes, Henning. Tom, we said hi. Useless is here. Ken, Mr. Bird, my first ever moderator, is in the house, all the way from Malaysia. Bateman, I own Hub. Don't knock it. It's what life's about. Bateman owns Hub. Imagine that plot twist. Bateman actually is the owner and founder of Fantasy Football Hub. Mate, I would love it. What a plot twist. Ask Bateman if he has the Ultra membership. Yeah. Send them an email, live chat message, question mark. Yeah, Tom, does it do it to you? That's what I'd want to know. Is it a me thing? Is it a me thing here, or are you having to do that as well? We said hi to Cortex. Patrick Benjaminson. One of the best names I've heard for a while. Love it. Lovely to have you here, Patrick. I have Haaland, Palmer, and Saka. Just you show off. Well, actually, no, it's the same as me. And sticking with that will be very complicated to get Haaland back later on. So I'm going with that Salah. Yeah, I love it. Same. Stream a bit glitchy for me. Anyone else? Great artwork. Same, Tom. Seems to be fine now. Is it glitchy? Is it still glitchy? Let me know. I might have to just text the wife and ask her to turn off Seinfeld. That might be it. Let me do that now. She's not gonna be happy with me. Stream glitchy. It's been a crazy couple of days. I've got I had today off. I've got tomorrow off. I've got Monday off. So I've got like a 5-day weekend. I'm so looking forward to it. I don't get much sleep because we've got an 8-month-old. So looking forward to the long weekend. It's going to be awesome. FPL FMFZ is here. We've got a fantastic crew here, guys. An absolutely banging crew. I'm just going to outline how someone can win a mug this evening. All you have to do is go to my X profile, and I've pinned a stream to the top, and it just needs to be reposted. And then whoever reposts it will be entered into the prize draw to win the FPL mug that dropped today from the FPL store that looks like this. A nightmare of a game week. Boom. Free of charge, coming your way. Very simple. I actually feel like we're going to do it tonight. Last night we didn't do it. We didn't get to 30. We're already on 11. I think this is going to happen, guys. And yeah, it's always good fun. I'm just going to try and get more and more of this as we go along. I'm trying to get a partnership done with Russell, so keep you posted on that. Anyway, guys, I keep digressing. I'm sorry. JP Corn's on screen. Haaland to Salah, question mark. This is what it's all about. There is so much going on. I've made myself a Salah versus Haaland folder for this evening. And that's all we're going to do. Look, I'm scrolling up. This is how much content I've got today to go through. So this is all opinions from the community on X. Some of them are content creators. Some of them aren't. It's everyone's opinion. Let's get into it. Lynn Hall, Glazers out. Love that there's still the Glazer out movement. Big fan of that. If you have neither Saka nor Salah and can afford only one of them by selling Son without sacrificing Haaland, Palmer or Mbomo, which one would you buy this game week for a -4? Any thoughts on this? If you have neither Saka nor Salah, so it's either Saka. Who do you buy over Saka or Salah for a -4 from Lynn Hall here? I think the obvious answer is Salah, right? If you can afford him. If you're having to take the -4, Lynn, if you're out there listening to me, I would say you've got to go for Salah this game week. Zlatan, look at Haaland Salah's next 4 game weeks. Decide who scores more between them. I don't know what he replied to, but I just loved that. I loved that reply. And let's do it. The next 4 game weeks. Game week 10 to 14. It's Haaland. According to the robot, according to the AI robots, apparently Haaland's picking up 39.8 points and Salah's picking up 38. Now, that's not remotely going to be the case. We know that. But this is what it's saying. Salah is quite clearly, according to, again, the AI overlords, is the captaincy choice for this coming game week. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm sticking with my boy Erling. Is anyone going Palmer cap? Is anyone doing that? I found someone who's doing it. I've got a screenshot of their team actually, so that should be interesting. But yeah, next 4, I think that... What do you guys think? Who's going to score more points over the next 4 game weeks, Haaland or Salah? I'm going to go with Haaland. I'm going with my boy. Let's just keep checking on the stream. Right, we're on 13, guys. We're on 13. We need 12 more reposts on X, and we're giving away this mug to someone who is reposted. It is as simple as that. So great to everyone here. Again, just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come and say hi. This is my 9th live stream in a row. 9 days, 9 live streams. I'm going live left, right, and centre. Also, I think Elite FPL are also live, and I want to mess with them a little bit. Are they live? Is Steve-O live right now? Maybe not. Oh, Steve-O's, he said he would be live. I was going to mess with him. Look at this. Look at this cartel thumbnail. That's ridiculous. Just recording a pod. I'll message you on here. Oh, Steve-O wants to join the stream. Steve-O, if you're out there, hit us up in the chat. We can bring you on for a bit if you want. Okay, so international soccer. The Scouts best 11 for game week 10. Erling Haaland misses out for the first time in a while. I don't know about Cunha, you know. I mean, we did this the other day. Where is Cunha? Cunha feels like a massive trap to me. Look, I would have Wood over Cunha. I think I'd have Wisser over Cunha, if I'm being honest. Feels like a big old trap. I'm sorry if anyone's got him. I know everyone's big on him this week. It feels like a bit of a herd mentality going on with Cunha, and I'm staying well away from it. I might just roll. I got Gvardiol, Gabriel. I've got Harwood Bellis, 8 Nori, Vanderberg. This absolute discount defence without Gabriel and Gvardiol. I might just roll, you know. There's a chance they're going to start, so if I just roll, I'll have 4 free transfers next week. I don't mind it. But yeah, Cunha feels like a bit of a trap. Witty. Salah is a great transfer in. But if I do it, it will be alongside Haaland, not instead of. Selling a 73% owned Haaland and spreading the money with several moves needed to get him back feels like a death wish. I totally agree with that, Witty. I totally agree. Is Haaland 73% owned? Yes, he is. Also, I was thinking we should take a look at price changes. Just whilst we're in the app here. So, who do we have going up? We've got Garnacho, Raul, Pickford, Cunha going up tonight. Gabriel and Cuckoo, Mosquera, Barnes going down tonight. So those are your 8. Just so you're aware. Dandy's done a poll, captaincy poll for game week 10. Salah is not the clear winner, but it's a bit of a landslide. Is that a landslide from that to that? Does that constitute a landslide, guys? Are there any geography professionals or experts in the chat? Does that constitute a landslide? Probably not. Palmer, I like Palmer as a cap pick. I really do. I really like it. FPL Chubbs, I want Salah. If I don't sell Haaland this week, I will in game week 12. Purely based on fixtures and better captaincy options. So he's actually just perhaps sticking with Haaland, but getting him out game week 12, where he's got Tottenham at home. That's stinky. That's stinky, Chubbs. Woodsy, I'm seeing people selling Haaland for a -4 this week. I'm shocked. He's shocked. Don't let the FPL Twitter FOMO suck you into such things. Totally agree with that. I think it's a big old... If you've got Salah, captain him. If you don't have Salah, just leave your team. That's where my thinking's at. Here's yours truly. Absolute 10 out of 10 tweets selling Haaland. This is going to cost you. Are there any Office fans out there? Because this is one of my favourite improv scenes of the show. And you can so tell that Gervais and Merchant are just like in their hotel one night after filming or whatever. And they're having a drink. And then Gervais just goes into Brent mode. And they're like, someone get a camera. This is such a good little moment. Let's have a look. This is the one that I quote tweeted. So Brighton, it's on the right hand side. Brighton are 5 places above Bournemouth in the table. Brighton have only conceded one more goal than Bournemouth this season, and yet the logic is that we should sell Haaland to get Salah. Yeah, like, there are narratives for both sides of this, aren't there? But that is a massive, massive tweet there from Greyhead. Massive. I saw it and I was like, yes, that's exactly where my head's at. And that's why I put, this is going to cost you. FPL General, Haaland out is the plan. Let's see if I can actually press the buttons tomorrow night. I mean, it's going to be, guys, it's going to be some pain train. I'll be live on, I think, 9 PM on Saturday night for my show called The Pain Train, where I just highlight all the saddest, most painful tweets from the day. And I feel like Saturday is going to be a big one, so make sure you tune in. It's going to be funny. Let's check the... Okay, guys, we're on 14. 14 reposts on X. We need this number to get to 25. We need 11 more, and we're giving away this mug to someone tonight. Go to my profile. It's ALF_FPL. Hit repost on this. Not only will it mean that we're doing a prize draw, but you'll be entered into said prize draw for the mug. So make sure you do that. If you're on YouTube, please give it a like and a subscribe and all that lame stuff. I really appreciate it. It's just motivation for me to continue what I'm doing. Let's keep at it because there's a lot to get through. Here's Greyhead's tweet again. Love that. My thoughts on selling Haaland. This is a thread from Harry. FPL_HM10. HM10. So what he's saying is, for the first time since Haaland joined the league, I see a genuine opportunity to go without him. Between game week 10 to 18, he looks like the best captaincy option only in game week 11 and game week 15, with Salah and Palmer stronger picks in the other weeks. Let's just have a look at that. We'll go to 10 to 17. I need to do all. So you're going Salah. You're probably going Salah. Salah again. Aston Villa. You're captaining Haaland for Southampton away for Salah. Who would you captain between those two? I'd probably go Haaland. Man City at home. Liverpool away. Oh, flipping heck. This is going to be such a crazy few weeks, isn't it? I really like what they did with the Haaland pricing because it's just caused such chaos this season. I'm so into it. To be fair, that could probably be just like a 0-0, couldn't it? And then Nottingham Forest at home. Obviously, Haaland, you go there. Crystal Palace away, Everton away. Either or, right? Man United at home. Fulham at home. Oh, this is going to be a crazy few weeks. Buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Number 2 from Harry. By freeing up Haaland's funds, you can build a premium midfield trio of Salah and Palmer and Saka and a forward Trent, who's playing in the best second best defence in the league. With 0.4 XGI per match and great fixtures, he's the best defender in the game by a distance. I'm not sure about Trent. I think the drop-off is real. And they're like working on his defensive stuff, so like I just feel like he's not the guy. 7 mil as well, it's pretty mad. The rise of quality budget forwards also makes this viable. Wood, Jimenez, Wissa, João Pedro and Cunha are all amazing options with Premier League pedigree. 4 out of 5 on pens, and they rotate really nicely with Rodgers and each other. 4 out of 4. Haaland depends more on City's form than players like Salah or Palmer, who can create moments from nothing. Haaland is the system, and if it's faltering, he will too. With City's injury crisis, KDB out, and a grueling fixture schedule, I think it's time to go. I mean, that's a banging thread. Again, loads of people are putting a lot of effort into this stuff, and they don't get much credit. And this is why I exist. Like, this is a great little... the best thread that I've seen on Twitter today. And it's only got 10 likes and like just under 2,000 views. What a ledge. What a legend. You got to love these guys. You got to love the threaders. FPL Galaxy Gordon. Great name, Gordon. One of the most triggering statements going to Game Week 10 is going no Haaland. And only the Messi versus Ronaldo argument comes close at this point. You got to love this game and the communicate on X. Communique, is that how you say that? Communique? Yeah, it is pretty annoying. I'm going no Haaland. It is the whole thing. Let's check the reposts. We're on 16, guys. We need 9 more reposts. We're 9 away from hitting the 25 repost target, and we're giving away the Halloween mug. Come on. How many viewers have we got out there right now? Let's have a quick look. All right, we've got 218 viewers across YouTube and X right now. 220 just ticked up. All you have to do, guys, anyone who's listening out there, repost this little bit here on my X profile, repost the stream, and we're doing a mug giveaway this evening. The mug looks like this. It's dropped today on the FPL store, courtesy of Russell. Very simple. Let's get it. I want to give away a mug tonight. I want to give away a mug. Let's do it. We only need 9 more, guys. We need 9 more reposts. Put the feelers out there. About 87,000 people have transferred out Haaland ahead of this game week. I'm genuinely puzzled as to why. 87 people have transferred out Haaland already. Already. We can look at this here, right? Transfers out. Where's Haaland? Isak's having a tough time. Saka? Is this right? Saka's being sold? Round. That's what we needed. Here we go. Alright, Gabriel's being sold. Watkins is being sold. That's a little surprising. Luis Diaz, Son, Solanke. Yeah, I get that. Jota, sure. Havertz? That's weird, isn't it? Why are you selling Havertz? McNeil injured. Pedro Porro. Gordon Haaland. 93,000 people have sold Haaland. 93,000 people have sold Haaland. Onions is here, my favourite. Onions, where you been all my life? It's about time you showed up. Unbelievable. Sold Salah for funds. Sold for Salah funds. I got that wrong. Very different meanings to both of those things. What the trick-or-treaters doing, Wade? What are they up to? Animations, Onions, you lovely man. Hope you're well. Yeah, Onions is terrific, isn't he? What a great guy. I like his just sort of like dry wit. That's what I get about Onions. No idea who the guy is. I think we chatted once on the phone on the Juice stream. Sounds like a lovely guy, but just very good sense of humour is what I'm getting. That's the vibe. Conqueror. I don't like that name. Conqueror. I read that as like Conqueror. Conqueror. Anyone know why Haaland is laughing after the Man City versus Spurs and after the bunch of injuries? Maybe a brace versus Bournemouth? I love how that's the conclusion that's been reached following Haaland smiling and laughing after the Spurs game. He might just be looking at something funny in the crowd. Maybe someone's got a deadline day dildo, you know? FPL Papa, am I being stubborn keeping Haaland? Potentially. Potentially. I'm being a little bit stubborn about Haaland. I can relate. I can relate to this. Raptor, Focal, and Harry are chatting on a little, it looks like WhatsApp to me. Oscar, do they even have 11 players left? About City. Harry, see, this doesn't fill me with Haaland confidence. Strongly considering selling now. Yeah, fair. I've got one free transfer, another fires. And then Ross says, Harry, I swear to God, if you say you're tempted to sell Haaland once more, he says, yo, Ross, either bloody do it or don't do it. Want to hear something interesting? What do you think, guys, what do you think Harry says after this sentence here? Want to hear something interesting? Go as wild as you want in the chat. Funniest answer gets a prize. How's that? Want to hear something interesting? You know, I don't even know. I can't riff on that right now. I'll have a think about it, but let me know in the chat. But it's good to see these three chatting on a WhatsApp. That's nice, isn't it? Bloody lads, bloody pals out on WhatsApp having a chat about Haaland in Man City. FPL TFS. The bookies are backing Liverpool to do well against Brighton this game week. I only have Haaland from the list at the moment. How many do you own? Let's do this. Tell me in the chat as well who you own out of these 5. Apparently Luis Diaz is going to have a good week. So I've got Haaland. Darwin's on this as well. Oh, come on. I can't take this seriously. I have Haaland and Palmer. I have no Liverpool players for Brighton at home. I think I've just identified that I need to get a Liverpool player in. It depends on these two. I've got 3 free transfers, as I mentioned. I might do Gvardiol to Virgil or Konate. Let's keep an eye on the chat. Gold's here. Hello, Gold. Good stuff. Sanj, Haaland and Palmer. Onions has got Haaland, Palmer and Salah. Colm saying, want to hear something interesting? I don't even play FPL. Boom. Uncle Colm. Just signed Bruno. Then go to another chat. We should be doing something different at 10:33 p.m. The secret WhatsApp group is no longer secret. Bateman, are you alluding to the cartel there? Not as many trick-or-treaters this year, though we did have one child dressed in a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex outside. Yeah, those are going about at the moment. I think the Juice Boys have got a couple of those. Tom sent a video around earlier. Alright, let's keep moving. Let's also keep a track on the reposts. We're on 20. Guys, we're on 20 reposts. We need 5 more reposts. 5, that's all it is. And we are doing a mug giveaway. We're giving away this mug to someone this evening. 5 more reposts. 21, we need 4 more. Can we do this right now? Guys, can we... Let's just keep an eye on this for a second. Anyone who has not reposted the stream that's pinned to my profile on X, go there now, hit repost, and we will make history. 25, and we're doing a mug giveaway. Let's get it. It's such a good mug as well. I mean, look at it. Look at that. Russell pinged me and said, have you got any ideas for a Halloween mug? And I thought about The Shining, but instead of red rum, the famous red rum, I was thinking like the same font, but red card. That's my idea for a FPL Halloween mug. But no, I like what he's done with this one. My idea didn't win, but no, that's good, isn't it? A nightmare of a game week. Banging. If and when we do the mug giveaway, which I feel like we're pretty close to doing, you don't have to choose that mug. You can have any of these. You can have any of these. I personally like the Oasis one. I think it's elegant, classy, interesting. Imagine seeing that in the office. Oasis. And then having to tell someone or explain what FPL is. What else are we looking at? We're on 20. We're still 26. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Okay, that little push there's worked. We are doing the mug giveaway this evening. It's happening. Anyone who has reposted this is going to be entered into the prize draw for an FPL mug this evening. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's keep going as well. You know, keep reposting. You're going to be entered into the prize draw if you repost. Someone put this together. I don't know how people make this stuff. Like, someone tell me how this stuff is made. Is that just Photoshop? You can sort of see, actually, on second look, the beard isn't that well rendered in there, is it? But great little pick. Haaland rested tonight means the giant Viking will destroy Bournemouth on Saturday. Captain. Bang. Game week 10 FPL tip. Keep selling Haaland. Yeah. I like that. Now, I don't know if that is like sarcastic or whether or not... I don't know if this guy has Haaland or not. He does have Haaland. So he wants people to keep selling Haaland because he's confident that Haaland's going to absolutely slap against Bournemouth. FPL GOAT, the GOAT. If you have a route to get Salah without sacrificing Haaland, go with that, even if it's for a -4. I wouldn't recommend selling Haaland. Love that tip. If you have a route to get Salah without sacrificing Haaland, go with that. That makes me think. My route to Salah. Again, I'm not doing it, but let's just play with this a sec. I'd have to do Saka out. How can I sell Saka? Add. And then what, Gvardiol for Virgil? Is that going to work? No, of course it's not. 3.3 for a defender. Anyone know any 3.3 defenders out there? Damn. I could do... nah. Why am I even doing this? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. It's not happening. Cole Palmer dedicated his goal celebration to his favourite Taylor Swift song, Cold As You. I did it for Taylor, he said. Vote for Palmer, who is a massive Swiftie. Apparently Cole Palmer is a Swiftie, which is nice. Is that true? Is that actually what happened? Haaland posted this earlier. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Look what it says in the background. Haaland Ween, future FATH. What does that mean? And then top scorer? Future father. And then it just says milk here in the background as well. What does that say? Something milk. Pre-match milk. That is weird, isn't it? Pre-match milk. Pre-match milk? Does anyone know what that means? What is pre-match milk in football terms? In football terms, pre-match milk refers to consumption of milk or milk-based products as part of the player's nutritional preparation before a game. I didn't know about this. I heard about pasta. I didn't know about milk. Is that just... no, I'm not having Triple United animations. That's not happening. Am I a bit too focused on the pre-match milk? It's kind of weirding me out. I don't know why that's affected me so much. Pre-match milk, FPL. Change my name to pre-match milk, FPL. Haaland drinks raw milk. Of course he does. He's a Viking. Rookie again. If you want Salah, Palmer, Haaland, you can't have Saka. If you want Salah, Saka, Palmer, you can't have Haaland. If you want Saka, Palmer, Haaland, you can't have Salah. Hold my beer. He's done it. He's bloody done it. Sells in goal, 8 Nuri, Aina, Robinson. Not a bad defence, actually. Bit weak at the back, but then Palmer and Bomo, Salah, Dibbling, Saka. Wow, what a team that is. I am jealous of that team. Fair play to him. I respect it. Let's have a quick look at the reposts. It looks like we're sticking on 27. That's a good little number for the prize draw. Let's keep going. No Haaland teams captaincy matrix till game week 18. Here's a rotation plan for captaincy between top premium assets like Salah, Saka, Palmer. It's a lot of work this. That's fair, isn't it? Like, fair enough to this guy. Good evening, Noble Gent. Yes, mate. Good to have you here. Noble Gent's just started jogging and we're chatting about it in DMs. I've been running every day pretty much. I've been getting up at 5:30 a.m. to have a 5k. I'll just bring up my picture from this morning. Here I am, just sweaty, just a sweaty, chubby white man at 5:30 in the a.m. in London. Just running about like a madman. It's good though. It's a really nice way to start the day. You just need to get your head around the weirdness of getting up at 5:30 a.m. It is weird. My wife was like, "It is weird, Alf. Like, what are you doing?" I'm not going to look at that. It's too much. Game week 10 team locked. Could have used a defensive transfer, but F it. Gonna roll and hope for the best. Not expecting a lot at all from this week. Would be happy with 45 plus. Captain Palmer. There it is. This is the one I was talking about earlier. This guy's captaining Palmer. He's got Haaland. Banger. Praz, this is a tweet going around that Egypt won't be calling up Salah in the November international break as Egypt are top of the AFCON qualifying group. Anyone have the actual source? Apparently it's from Egyptian football media. Phil Goal. Let me pop that into AI and see if we can get some news on it. Can you check if this is correct? RE Mo Salah. This is Perplexity AI, by the way. It's a really cool little chatbot. It pulls multiple sources from like Google and stuff. So it's essentially like an answer engine as opposed to a search engine. It's very dope. Highly recommend it. Let's have a look if we can do anything for us here. The claim that Egypt will not call up Mo Salah for the November international break because they are already top of the AFCON qualifying group does not appear to be confirmed by any official sources in the provided search results. There is no direct mention of Egypt's decision regarding Salah's call-up in November international break, nor is there a specific source from Phil Goal or any other. Shall I just ping that back to Praz? Should I do that? Let's do it. Why bloody not, eh? Got this from Perplexity AI, mate. Can't spell Perplexity. That's more like it. Just solving problems on a live show. That's what I do. Obasa, yeah, we did one of those. This guy's also managed to fit in Palmer, Saka, Salah and Haaland. Wild carded. Unbelievable. With so many players now injured for Manchester City, are you tempted to transfer out Haaland for Salah? Salah feels like a better captaincy option now as well over Haaland. Bateman in the chat. Here he is, live and direct. I think Man City are a far better side without Erling Haaland. The direct quality he gives you, scoring a heap of goals, being the best striker in the world, understanding space awareness, etc., are in my opinion outweighed by my massive ego. Bateman with a banger, as always. Han's here. Hello, Han. Great to have you back. What a pleasure. Oh, geez, Steve-O. I haven't sent Steve-O a link. Flip. I've just left Steve-O hanging. Oh God, he's gonna be pissed off with me. Steve, if you're out there, sorry mate. I've got the link here for you. I'll send it in WhatsApp. All right, he's got the link. Thanks, Colm. Matt Reed's coming all the way over from X. Nice one. Hope you're having a good one, mate. Out and about, trick-or-treating with the family. Sorry, I missed it. No worries, Matt. You haven't missed it. It's happening right now. That's a parody tweet of what someone from Hub said about Rico Lewis. I see. There we go. Bateman. I get you, man. Kratos. I've been speaking to this guy quite a bit. All these City injuries are only increasing my temptation to sell Haaland to get Salah. Yep. So according to someone here, anyone considering or those who have already sold Haaland to get Salah can't be a person with their own critical thinking skills. There must be a sheep at the behest of content creators who are suggesting the moves. This app gets worse by the day. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your point of view and all this, doesn't it? Steve-O's coming. I'm just doing this on the fly right now. Steve-O!
Hello?
We did it.
We did it. Well, you're a producer, so you should be able to do anything with proper tech. You make Jason look like me. Basically. So.
Yeah, man. I need to do the right thing here and get your name on screen as well. Let me just do that real quick.
How's the stream going? So I'll be listening in tomorrow, ironically, but
yeah, it's going good. Yeah, it's always fun. Like I've been really enjoying doing it every night. It's been quite a challenge, but
yeah.
I'm in it. You know, like it's good fun. I also just don't really have anything to do, Steve-O, because I haven't got a social life because of our 8-month-old. So it's just like this keeps me out of trouble. It gives me something to do. It's a nice thing to look forward to in the evening. So I'm having a ball.
Yeah, Tom said that on the FPL Had a Beer interview that he did, that this is an outlet for him on his streams that he does, and FPL, well, content in general. It's an outlet for him, and I kind of, when I listen to people like yourself or Tom, and it kind of gives me answers as to why I do content. It's because it's just an outlet for me, and it's especially from an FPL point of view where I use Patreon especially to kind of go through dissect strategies, as you state.
Dissect strategies. Yeah. Mate, some of the stuff I come out with is berserk. Like, I don't know where that came from. I have no idea where my intro came from. Welcome to ALFPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are
brilliant.
built.
It's brilliant.
Like, what's that?
When you don't say it, I'm just like,
Hey, I say it every time. I've also started to say, I've added something to that. I say, my name's Alf. I've still got a rash. I don't know why I've started saying that.
Are you getting, just of interest, because when I was listening to, this is going to sound really convoluted. When I was listening to Tuesday's show today, when you said a line about something about when I messaged you how I'm pretty sure I did 2 weeks on the bounce.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, I don't even remember it.
So I think you said, I put it out, did you say it to me on WhatsApp or X or something? But you said 2 weeks is the record, I think, for live streaming.
Well, it was me being facetious. I certainly know I know for fact that I don't think anybody streamed for 2 weeks in a row, and I'm pretty certain it may have gone on for longer. I cannot remember. It was ridiculous. It was around, I don't know, 2020, 2021-ish, something like that. And I just decided to do a call-in show every single day until I had to stop and
until you got a social life and like left the house. Yeah. Like, I don't know when I'm going to leave the house next, Steve-O, you know? I'm like locked in here. Well, just like waiting to stream.
Bateman said Christmas Day, and I thought,
he did say Christmas Day. Yeah, that is a good shout. Yeah.
The problem is that, in all seriousness, for people like me, I love listening to this every single day, even though I'm a day behind.
I love that.
I listen to this every single day, and I really, really enjoy it. Because I think you've got a format which is very, very simple in the sense of you just read through people's X accounts and posts
Yeah.
and things that they're talking about in FPL, and it kind of gives you an idea of what you can talk about for the 40 minutes to an hour. Because I always
Right.
find it ironic
Yeah.
that you said that you're trying to keep these shows to 40 minutes, and yet every single one's been a minimum of an hour.
Yeah. It's always an hour. Yeah. It was supposed to be like in the weekday. It's supposed to be 20 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just turned into an hour, and I'll do an hour on a Saturday night as well. I was thinking about cutting back on the weekday shows, and I pinged James about it, James from Juice, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Just keep going." He was like, "Come back to me in 3 months with that question. Like, you gotta keep going."
Well, James is legitimately a very knowledgeable man when it comes to this. I respect him a lot, and
Yeah.
he knows what he's talking about, and he's kind of helped me with my own podcast in the sense of giving me ideas of, rather than doing what I mean, funny enough, I was doing a bonus Total Steeler podcast 5 days a week, so I just, every time I drive home from work, it would just be me waffling about whatever I was talking about. Unfortunately, I had to stop it because Spotify decided to remove the record function on their app, and it really annoyed me. So I can't do it anymore. But certainly, from my point of view, I was suffering from content burnout, or creator burnout, I should say. And James put out a really, really good, informative video about the fact that when it comes to creating content, just schedule it. This is from my point of view anyway, specifically podcasters. Schedule it so it just comes out once a week, but you've got a back catalogue of it. So I've just recorded, before I came on here, the only reason why I can join you is because I just thought, to hell with it, I'm just going to record a bonus Total Steeler podcast about what happened to me today and yesterday.
Yeah.
But that ain't going to be coming out for 3 weeks. So all that I'm talking about is, in theory, will be completely out of date by that point.
Right, I see. Yeah.
But it's kind of brand new when it comes out, because the people that are listening in won't actually know what the hell's happened. They just assumed it happened the day before, when in reality it happened 3 weeks ago.
Right.
And I think it's a really good idea that James kind of put out there, that there are people out there that rely on people like you and others that create content on a regular basis, and it becomes part of your life. Like for me with this channel, for example, it is literally specifically Sundays, before you did this daily one, it's just become my morning routine of just listening to you in the gym and then going out from a long drive, and by the time I get back, right, it's done.
That's so nice of you, man. I really like it. I just got goosebumps, like legit. That's so nice of you. And yeah, I know that, like, I don't really know what I'm doing, right? I think that's the main thing. Like, I just love FPL. I'm not very good at the game. I'm not an expert. I don't play it for that reason. I'm not trying to win the thing. I just love, like, the community, and I've always loved the memes of it. And so I just always wanted to base something around, like, the FPL community. And the thing that I'm finding is that I'm finding people who are putting awesome tweets out who don't get much love. And I love the fact that I'm giving them a forum. Like, that's awesome to me. But then also the Saturday night shows are a different level, because that's just like pain, right? Like, which we all love. You know, if you think about FPL Martin and all those guys, like, the memes are incredible. So I just love that side of it. But it's all about the community, and I think that's why you do it as well. It's similar, right? Your channel, our channels are very similar, I think.
Yeah, I always make this point. It's just funny because you always ask the question to your guests that, what do you want to say to the YouTube community that are watching now? And I was thinking about this, and I'm like, I always just do Trigger Lips' line, which is support independent content creators. It's why, for me, when it comes to supporting channels, I will always talk about people like yourself on Elite FPL. It's the best way I can advertise your stuff, because I'm just saying, I listened to ALFPL today. If you like the kind of informative content which isn't patronising and is just a bloke that wants to talk about FPL and just give you general ideas and in a friendly way, Alf's your guy.
Yeah,
and
love that.
It's the same with other channels like Juice and this. Well, Gary, his name is FPL Had a Beer, who popped out of nowhere because of that video he did. And I just was listening to his stuff, and I thought, I like it because it's not patronising me. It's not being this clickbaity type content where I'm like, you've only got a clickbait title because it just pings the people in, but then the actual content's shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You
and I
guys,
think it's saturated, isn't it? All that stuff. Like, there's so much going on of that, and it's just like, I don't want to be anything like that. I want to be very different. It's always been my style, so I appreciate the feedback.
This is why I'm wearing this vest. Well, sorry, vest turned into shirt. It mean nothing to you, but it's basically Nitro Nights, which is my mate Si's podcast that he does. It's about WCW Nitro and about WCW from 1996 up to...
And that's wrestling, right?
When it is wrestling, yeah. It's my way of supporting him. I just pay him 20 odd quid for a shirt. Done. It's the same with what you do with Russell and the mugs.
Yeah.
It's your way of supporting it. Yeah. And it's one of my biggest gripes when you can watch anything you want. I don't care if you watch the big names or you watch the small names. It doesn't really bother me. But I've always made this point that if you are watching the smaller ones, support them.
100%.
Actually, make sure you're hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, making sure that after the stream you just write some poxy comment like Colm does. Just say, great stream, done. It does genuinely help.
It really does.
But unfortunately, we all have to beg.
Yeah. And I don't like doing that. Yeah, I don't want to beg for likes. If you like it, you know, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, like and subscribe. I say it because I sort of have to, but like, it's not in my heart. It's not why I'm doing this. So it's just like, whatever, you know.
I remember.
I was going to ask a question about. You mentioned like content creators, like FPL. Who's your go-to out of like the big guns? I like asking this question. Like, who do you watch from an FPL standpoint?
Well, for me, it's, to be completely frank, I'm open and honest about it. It's only Black Box now. But
oh, really? Okay.
I caveat that by saying I do not watch the middle bit, which is predominantly the main content of it, or the analysis.
Yeah.
I love the chat between Az and Mark at the start, the first 15-20 minutes. It's brilliant. And then the last 15-20 minutes is amazing. The middle bit I have zero interest in because I've never liked all the stats and all that analysis. It bores me. Yeah. But certainly with the pair of them chatting with one another, superb content. Obviously Juice, and then you and FPL Have a Beer that's just come out of nowhere. But other than of course Yelena. I've discovered Yelena's
her vlogs are great. Yeah.
Oh,
they are good.
I get too much office quotes out of it. It's just
yeah. I love those edits. Yelena's is great. I love the Black Box Match of the Day Yelena video. That was awesome. Like, behind the scenes almost. But for me, it's Andy, FPL Andy. Like, he is obviously the GOAT. We all refer to him as that. Like, I love how he's so chill. Like, he's not asking for anything. He's just like, listen, if you like my videos, watch it. Like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? He's just a cool guy.
Well, he's a fascinating character because he genuinely tunes into Elite FPL occasionally for the watch along.
Love that.
And I'm not one of these people where it's like, oh my God, it's Andy. I just treat him like a direct. I don't want people to then in the stream go, oh my God, it's Andy, and then just bombard him with questions. It's just, I will just say, hey Andy, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you along. Done. I'm not going to say to him, oh, go on, with your 300,000 followers on X, can you get... Nick's just messaged me, would you believe? With your 300,000 followers, go and repost about it. No, I'm not like that. It's just, thanks for coming on, done. And to be fair, I did used to listen to Andy's Sunday streams, but now, like Tom said, that the golden goal,
yeah, Tom. He's another guy. He's my guy. I love Tom. Yeah.
Well, he's in now. I'm sure he's watching now.
He is, yeah. He was in earlier. He might be in now still, yeah.
He made a fantastic point with Gary, and it was, for me, I spend more time creating than I'm able to actually watch creators now. And it's like, for instance, with your mates, well, with our mates, Shane and Kieran with a double pivot, or even Roberto's temporary podcast, I can't listen to it. I've got no time because I've got so many different podcasts to listen to.
Yeah.
But by the time I can get round to them, it's essentially out of date. And it's nothing on them. It's just the fact that if I've got time to listen to it, I will be more than happy to listen to it. They're great insight into the world of FPL.
Yeah, they do know their stuff, don't they? Yeah.
But I've just got so much... I've got such little time to be listening to this stuff that I've got to really pick and choose. I mean, even with Black Box, I don't listen to it. I'm not listening to it weekly. It's if I can get a chance to maybe consume it at some point. But truth be told, it may be once every couple of weeks I'll listen in. If they're live, I'll have it on. But again, like with you, I just want to be at home relaxing watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I don't want to be... I prefer listening to streams rather than watching. And when someone's live, I always try my hardest to interact and stuff. But really, for me, it's just I'm on a walk. I want to listen to someone live, keep me company, so to speak. A bit like with Nima last night with Boona. I thought, there's 40 minutes before I've got to go live on Elite FPL. They're live at the moment. I'll listen in, and it was a brilliant listen. But what are you talking about tonight anyway? What's the big FPL?
It's just Haaland Salah. We're trying to figure out. I was going to ask you like what you think about this coming game week, because it's going to be mental, isn't it? Like, if you think about the fact that not everyone can have Haaland and Salah, this is going to be the most swingy like 5 game weeks. People are digging in. Like, I'm keeping Haaland, I've decided, but it really could be like green arrow, red arrow, millions at this point over the next like 2 or 3 game weeks, in my opinion. So I'm trying to help everyone make the decision about whether or not they should sell Haaland for Salah at this point. And I'm saying it's not worth it.
Yeah, you come out with some fantastic points about, what was it? If a player's guaranteed to start, don't bother selling him. It's a waste of time.
My rule. Yeah, always been my rule.
It's a brilliant rule, and for me, for instance, I focus a lot on history between teams and the players who score well. Now, I had Foden last week deliberately for the Southampton game because I thought it's like, well, the scenario was this: it was either Saliba out for Vardiol for free, or do a -4, get on the Ain't Newry bandwagon and bring in Foden, because I just have this feeling that Man City are going to wallop Southampton, score 5 or 6, and Foden's got to have some involvement.
Yeah.
The problem is that it meant selling Saka. Now, I only sold Saka because, I only sold Saka because I thought, well, he's coming back from injury. It's Liverpool. It's a very tough game. There's a chance he may not play, but Foden's guaranteed to play against Southampton. I'm going to take the risk on that. And obviously we know how that turned out. And this week I did a -4, but I'm kind of getting ahead of my transfers, which I was going to do anyway by bringing a Liverpool asset. And I did bring in Salah for Foden, and I got in Cunha for Watkins. Okay. Now, I did hear you yesterday. I heard you today from yesterday's show.
Yeah.
Yesterday's show. Because someone, I think, also did Foden and Watkins out for Salah and Jimenez, possibly.
Yeah.
And you said for a -4, it's not worth it. For me, having a guaranteed starter for Liverpool in Salah is just, for me, a must-have. And I was always going to be getting a Liverpool player in anyway, because Ray has been kind of like my consultant. He said, look, maybe go for Diaz. But I'm like, no, I want to try and get Salah in. And with Watkins' harder fixtures coming up, even though I expect him to potentially do okay against Tottenham, I'm happy to take that risk. But now I've got Haaland and Salah. And going on what you said yesterday, which is 3 p.m. kickoffs, the pair of them fighting out.
Yeah,
now,
it's going to be incredible, man. I can't wait.
The history's back in Salah, is what I will say.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah,
but also,
good history, yeah.
The history's backing Foden as well.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is it, isn't it?
He has done exceptionally well against Bournemouth. In fact, the last time these two met, it ended 1-0. Foden scored the 1 goal.
Yeah.
When they beat Bournemouth 6-1, Haaland got nothing.
Yeah.
Foden got, I believe, a goal and an assist. I think it was. I read just a minute ago. In fact, I'm hoping this doesn't mess anything up. I don't want it to. In fact, I'm not even going to risk it.
I just think Foden, for me, is just a bit of a risk at the moment, like minutes risk. It doesn't feel like he is the guy that I would be getting in midfield at this point. But I like the punty of it all. It just felt like a bit of a non-asset for me at this point. But so given you've got both, then Stevo, you've got both Haaland and Salah. You're in an awesome position, but it also makes your decision much harder because you have both. I have Haaland. I'm going to captain Haaland, or I might do a spicy Palmer cap against Man United away.
Nah, don't do that. Don't.
What are you going to do?
Seriously,
What are you going to do at this
Palmer.
point?
I've got it on Salah because of his history.
And are you going to?
However,
yeah.
If I want to go, safety is Haaland. It's simple. Safety is Haaland. Done.
Over Salah.
Over Salah, yeah, because of the amount of people that are going to be captaining full stop. And also, it's going to sound really weird, but it's one of those where I always see it as, oh, he did nothing in the game wherever we expected him to do something. Then in the game that we're not expecting him to do something, he's going to do what we expected him to do the week before.
Yeah.
And with Salah, I didn't expect him to do much against Arsenal. He got a goal. He got, 10 points or whatever it was. And you just know that when he comes up against Brighton, it's going to end up being just 5 points. And it does seem that Salah does perform better so far this season. He's got most of his points away from home than at home. It's really going to come down to the wire for me on Saturday before the deadline.
Do you know what I do sometimes, right? When I've got two captaincies that I'm thinking about going for, I just keep switching them between over like a minute to go before the deadline. And then whichever one it stays on, it stays on. That might be a quite nice way to do it. It's with the gods at that point, you know. Like,
I think from my point of view, I also think about my predictions, which I do pride myself on. I'm not too bad at it, and I do expect Liverpool to come through and win. I mean, that's probably stating the obvious, but they just had their game last night, ended 3-2. Whereas with Man City, I think it's going to be quite tight. I expect them to win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I think I'm calling it 2-0 to Man City, but Liverpool at home to Brighton. There's lots of goals in this fixture. Lots of threes.
I'm scared. I'm actually scared. It's going to be an amazing weekend. It's going to be one of the best FPL weekends, I think, since the season started.
I do agree with you. I'm gutted because I'm bloody working, and it's kind of one of those 3 p.m. weekends where it's like, I wish I was bloody streaming this week because it's got actually something at stake here.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I have no idea what Jason's going to be doing either, whether he's going to be captaining Haaland or Salah. I'm going to assume he's going to be captaining Haaland, but I genuinely don't know. And from my perspective, as it stands right this second before we came on air, I went with Salah because of his history against Brighton, and it really is going to be coming down to the wire. And I think that people so far this season that haven't had Haaland, because of the quality of player that you can bring in instead of having Haaland, and you can then have the likes of Saka, Palmer and Burmo, Salah as your midfield four or whatever, and then a front three of, you know, Solanke, Watkins and Cunha for argument's sake, or Jimenez. Yeah. And even having Trent and Gabriel at the back, that money is huge, because I'm probably going to be selling Haaland if for instance, if he blanks against Bournemouth, at this point I'm thinking it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. No
KDB, no Haaland, basically.
No Rodri. Yeah, Rodri as well, right? That's a factor, I think.
Yeah, and it happens. It's the same with Odegaard, not at Arsenal. It's no coincidence that since he's got injured, that Arsenal, from an attacking perspective, are just whatever. Yeah,
he's the engine room.
Yeah, and I do notice there's a pattern every single season that when a key component to any team, whether you're Man City, Liverpool, or if you're Everton, the second you get rid of that key component, it all collapses around it. And I think that without KDB and Rodri, maybe it is having a negative effect on Haaland. Maybe it is. Maybe the Premier League is a lot tougher than the likes of the Champions League, where Man City are just washing aside the likes of Spartan Prague or whomever it is, whatever crap that they're playing. And this fixture against Bournemouth is going to be very, very difficult. And I do expect it to be tight, and that's why with the Liverpool game, a team which have done very well at home this season, albeit scoring just two goals, but keeping clean sheets. And I think I'm probably going to end up backing Salah. And I also agree with you, backing the midfielder, because of it's just that extra point for a goal.
Yeah, and also clean sheet points as well, potential with a midfielder. So I do make decisions in the last 5 minutes, and I can see myself doing a Palmer cap versus Man United away. I know you said don't do that. I just think if he pops off, like, and I just think they're a wounded dog right now. I know everyone's talking about the, manager rebound, whatever you call it, the new manager bounce and all that stuff. Like, Van Nistelrooy's in charge this weekend. We know that. They're wounded. We've seen it so many times. Old Trafford is not what it used to be. I just have a feeling about this Man United Chelsea game. I think Chelsea are going to kill them. I think we could see like a 5-1. I think we could see like a 5-1.
Alf, if it ended 5-1 to Man United, I would not be surprised. But 5-1 to Chelsea.
Wow, really? Yeah, I do. Clip it,
Come on.
I'll text you.
You're drunk on these daily FPL.
Yeah, I am exhausted, Steve-O. I'm losing my mind.
Please, don't get me wrong. Do I expect there to be lots of goals in this game? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, as Stone Cold Steve Austin says. I expect, it to be like I think I went with 3-2 to Man United. I think Man United beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think that the way, especially the reports from last night that the shackles seems to have been released off the players of Man United, and the way Chelsea are at the moment, a very organised team, a very, very good team, a very good counter-attacking team. I expect that game to be quite end-to-end. And yeah, Palmer could potentially get 1 or 2 goals in that fixture. Out of the 2 goals I'm expecting Chelsea to score, I just think Man United just edge it though. I mean, like I said, I'm going 3-2 in that game, but the history is definitely on Man United's side.
So, and you think Man City's going to be around the 2-0 mark, right? You said that earlier.
Yeah, 1-0, 2-0.
Well, surely, like, Haaland scoring 2 of those goals, or 1 of those goals, Palmer's the better pick if he's scoring 2 against Man United. He's a midfielder, he gets more points. So,
if you're confident that Chelsea are going to do well against Man U, or at least there's going to be goals in that game, back your gut.
Yeah.
We'll difficult.
See. I think the EO is the factor, 74%, right, on Haaland. So, like, I think Haaland's the safe move. And maybe I'm not ready for that. I'm 1.4 mil. I should probably just play it safe. And captaining Haaland is the safe option. So I think I just need to maybe back up, like, just be cool a little bit with it. And Haaland might be the move. Nice one. And also, we're going to be doing some simulcast soon, aren't we, as well? Like, I'm looking forward to that. So... this is your idea. So is it like you're live, I'm live at the same time, and we just sort of like mess around with
we've
the chats
done it.
And stuff?
Do you want to know the biggest irony is that we did it before with this very, very, very tiny YouTube channel, and they're on the SJP Media called The Volley, and they just do the odd watch along here or there with Matt and Dan, and we did a simulcast with them, but it was on the day that YouTube crashed. And it completely failed. You couldn't make it up. But it can be done. And sometimes, like I say, I like supporting the independent content creator. And I'd rather work with that person than against them, if you see what I mean.
Of course.
Because obviously we stream the Saturday night reaction.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah. And then you said to me, look, mate, I don't want to be clashing with you. I went, look, it really doesn't matter, but if you want to do it afterwards, do it afterwards. But I've always said that you're better off working with somebody than against.
100%.
And not that there's any rivalry or anything like that, but certainly when you can work together as a coherent unit, sometimes it's better off. And the mismatch of how you present compared to the way me and Ray present, it's just completely bouncing off different ideas, and then it will happen and it will work. And I think that moving forward, that Saturday night reactions could be the Saturday night ALF reaction with Elite FPL.
Yeah, well, let's keep talking, because I would love to do some more collabs with you. I think we should definitely do that. It makes perfect sense to me. So I'm very up for it. Let's keep talking. Steve-O, you're live on YouTube to the world right now.
Say the line, Bard.
And X. What would you like to say to Planet Earth?
Support independent content creators.
Steve-O, we love you, man. Have a great game week.
No, I love you too.
Stay in touch and probably text you over the weekend, yeah?
100%. Whenever. I'm available whenever.
See you in a bit. Dude. Peace out.
See you later. Bye.
Steve-O, what a guy. What a guy. This is my font for creating Steve-O's little tag there on the stream. What a bloody guy that is. I just sort of came across Steve-O through Juice, and I was like, what a character. And I've just grown to love him. He's just a great dude. We text every now and again. I love his streams. Bloody lovely stuff. We're doing goodness me, it's 9:15. Right, let's do the mug giveaway. Let's do that. We are locked and loaded for the mug giveaway. Let's see how many reposts we got. We're on 30, guys. Yes, 30 reposts. If anyone is listening out there who wants the possibility, the option of winning an FPL related mug that I've got on screen here, courtesy of the FPL store, all you need to do is repost the stream that is pinned to my profile, and you will be entered into the prize draw. And I'm going to start loading up the wheel of chance. So again, you just got to repost it. Who won recently? It was FPL Useless, wasn't it? And that's because, who was it who gave, it was FOMO. Yeah, FOMO gave FPL Useless the mug, which was very kind of them. Geddy, you're in. I'll do this real quick. Geddy, you're in. Estin, legendary Estin is here. We've got Reedy. We've got FPL Don. FPL Don's won one already. You're going in again, Don. If you win it, Don, you can nominate someone to win the mug. So I'll keep you in it. Ash is here. Legend Ash. We've got Sanj. We've got to add Steve-O as well, haven't we? We're adding Steve-O. We have to. Mrs. B. Mrs. B. Mrs. FPL Bateman. Yes, Mrs. B is in the house. We've got Nick from Juice. FPL Rookie. New best friend of the channel. Glenn, I'm adding you and I've just followed you. Lee. I'll put Lee Liverpool just in case we have another Lee. Onions, my fave. Sorry, my face is like really close to the camera, isn't it? Apologies. You're seeing all my facial features right now. We've got FPL Gold. We've got FPL Thomas. Legend, the legendary FPL Thomas. We've got Jack, of course. I'll say this every time. Jack beat me at EAFC about 3 weeks ago, 5-1. And I haven't played since. He's retired me from EAFC. Funny story about that evening. I decided to play Seasons to cheer myself up after getting beaten 5-1. And some random on EAFC beat me 4-0. I'm a pretty good loser. Like I'm old enough now to not get annoyed by like not winning. But that hurt. that felt like I was losing Monopoly when I was like 10 years old. I wanted to throw something across the room. It's just like, oh, I'll just play a game of Seasons just to make myself feel better. 4-0 loss after getting beaten 5-1. And also I live streamed that as well. I was live across the world on both of those games. It was nuts. Henning. Henning is in the house. We got Bateman. Bateman very kindly wanted to donate instead of getting a mug the other day, which is very nice of him. FPL Dragos, new favourite. And then we got we got both Geddys. Do you guys know each other, Geddy and Gareth? There's so many like Geddy FPLs, Ged FPLs. I think I ask you this quite a lot, don't I? Gareth. We'll put Gareth United just so we know who is who. Okay, guys, we're locked in. This is it. Fella, Dan. Fella, you're in. Who else? Anyone else? Anyone? Any more for any more? Is everyone happy? Colm? Have I not added Colm? I did add Colm. Okay, Colm's saying he's going to give his mug to Steve-O if he wins. That's nice of him. Colm's just a bloody lovely guy. I'm Gareth, Geddy FPL. Yeah, okay. So we got a Ged. Let me just make sure I got that right. Okay, cool. So then we're going to do Ged FPL. Sorry about that. I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm not very good at like maths and stuff and like admin. So I'm going to make mistakes like that. But I think we're good. So I've got Ged FPL and then Gareth, yeah, and then Gareth United. I'll just put Geddy because let's do that. There we go. Ged FPL, Geddy. There we go. Boom. All right, I think we're locked in, guys. This is it. This is it. Let's do it. Ash? Oh, boom. Ash. Ash, you legend. You got it, man. Ash, you're getting... Okay, you've got a couple of options here, Ash. I'm not sure if you're in the chat or not. But you know what's quite nice about this is that Ash and Nick are always giving stuff away to people. I'm glad that I can give something back to Ash. I'm glad that we can give something back to Ash. I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not, but I'll send him a link to this and he can choose a mug. I reckon he's going to go for the Scartel. Let's be real. What do you guys think? Everyone knows Ash really well. Legend of the community. Which mug is Ash going to pick? He's not getting The Office because he doesn't watch The Office for some reason. Doesn't like The Office UK, which is hard to get behind. But I respect it. I reckon he's going to go for the Scartel. It's got to be. It's got to be, isn't it? So guys, what are we thinking about selling Haaland? It's not the time to do it, is it? Or is it? Lewis is coming out with absolute fire. A guy posted this one with some sheep earlier. Some pretty aggy tweets are taking place across X today. People being accused of following the herd. Some very aggy stuff, generally. We've got to speak about Savage as well, because I've got to bring this up. Savage, Daryl, who's in the FPL Juice squad. He's a pundit. He's had an absolute shocker. Here he is. Okay, so Daryl, right, I've really messed up. Was playing about with my team to see what I could afford and accidentally confirmed a -12 with Smith Rowe, Son, Foden, Haaland out for Palmer, Saka, Salah, Cunha. Should I keep it or panic and hit the free hit? It's not bad, is it? That's pretty good. I mean, that is wild though, a -12. Just playing with your team. -12. You see, this is why you've got to make sure you have something like FPL.team or Fancy Football Hub or blah blah blah. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Daryl should play his free hit instead. Also, could someone answer this for me? If he does play his free hit, does that mean the -12 is deleted? Like, that won't happen now? Is that how it works? Ash, yes, mate. No, it's alright. Ash, you don't have to say sorry. Which mug are you going to get? I want the Matrix ting. Yeah, of course. Matrix is Ash's favourite film. Let's bring it up on screen. Ash, this is your next mug. It's coming your way, mate. I would bring it to the next stream, Juice stream, if you fancy it. That is a banger, isn't it? Look at that. FPL Captaincy Matrix. That is a absolutely stonking bit of crockery. -12 goes away from Sanj. That's awesome. Do you free hit then, if that's the case? What do you guys think about that? If you were Daryl, find FPL Savage and give him some love. I'll repost it. It's on my account if you want to give him try and give him some advice. I would personally... Does he free hit? But then he would go back to Smith Rowe, Son, Foden, Haaland, which is a little stinky, isn't it? Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. I think you do the -12. Yeah, of course, Ash. As I said, like, you guys give so much away to everyone in the community. You've done so much for everyone, and it is about time you got something in return. And I'm so happy that I'm the guy that can do that for you. My pleasure, mate. Love you. There's some Aggie business going on here. FPL Ruck is just throwing fire around. Got blocked by Gianni today. There's a lot of beef within the community, guys. There's a lot of beef, and this guy's just throwing elbows. It's all going on. I personally think this is going to be one of the best FPL game weeks that we've had for a long, long time. We have Haaland and Salah playing at 3 PM GMT. I'm going to be watching it through my Peacock stream, and it's going to be nuts. I'm going to be doing a pain train on Saturday night where we're going to be looking at all the painful tweets, and there's going to be a lot. I think there's going to be a lot. This is going to be such a swingy week. Ash, you have Haaland and Salah. Who are you captaining this week? Let us know what you're doing. Let us know, because we need advice. I'll be live on Saturday. What else? I think that's it. I'll be live tomorrow night as well. I'm live every night. So I will be going live about 8 PM, 8 till 9, around that time. We'll give some mugs away. We'll have a good time and chat about the deadline the day after. What a pleasure it's been this evening. Guys, thank you so much for coming out, saying hi. This has got to 809 views across YouTube and Twitter, X. That is unreal. Words can't describe these emotions. Thank you so much, guys. We're just getting started here at ALFPL. Stay hydrated, and remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.